How you doing? My name's Dave, and this is another episode of my Kerbal Space Program career mode playthrough. In the last episode, we launched a small sciencey ship up into orbit, and we rendezvoused and docked with our Centurion space station. So we came up here and we docked to our space station, our little space station that we have here. We did a little bit of science that we kept. And what else did I do? These ones again. If it'll let me, won't let me log the pressure data, but it might let me log the temperature. So turn the volume down for me there a little bit. And we got some data there. Yeah, crew report. We've really milked the crew report to nothing up here. But I always have to check, just to be sure. So these guys were going to be a relief crew in return. And look at how much fuel I have. See, I could have got up here with a lot smaller orbiter. So I probably should practice that. So I have Tompy and Barner in the science lab. And up here I have, let's see, I have all these Kerbals, Jebediah Bill, those guys, because I also have the, where is it? Where's the door? There it is. I have right here, I have 3 guys sitting in the hitchhiker storage container. So I have 2 guys. Did I fill it? No, I can have, no, 2 of 2. I'm gonna have guys floating around all over the place up here. Did I leave anything? There's Jeb, Bill, and Bob. I don't think I left anything. Oh, I can have a 4th guy in there. So that's what we'll do. He's gonna have to fly all the way around. So we got Hudlock, Raiden, and Ludsey. So Hudlock, he's a mission commander on this, so we'll leave him up there in this capsule. We're going to EVA Raiden, and we're going to bring him over to here. So first we need to let go of stuff. We don't want to smack into anything. We'll turn our lights on just so we can keep floating around. Let's see if we can keep it floating there. Spin them around here. And we'll take a picture. So we'll spin them back around and head over to our hitchhiker container. It was a mod before it was a part, but it allows you to bring more crew members along with you. So I think we still have our lights. Oop, not too fast. Watch out for those solar panels there. Raiden. See a shadow there. Just little taps on the keys. You don't want to we'll grab a hold and we'll board. You don't want to sorry, you don't want to press on the keys when you're doing RCS. It's just too much thrust. You can easily lose control. The very first EVA I ever did in this game, the guy just shot off like a bullet. I was several kilometers away really quick, and I had no idea how to get back because I didn't know how to control it. So we have Tompi and Barner. So we'll EVA Tomp B. So we'll let go and turn on his RCS and his light. And we want him back in this capsule. So let's see here. Change the view, free. Yeah, we can use the space bar to kind of reorient ourselves. And he's gonna do an EVA report. And he's gonna keep that science. So just little motions there, tap, tap, and here we go, and we'll board. So we brought out Top B, and we'll bring Barner out. And there's no place for him to go, is there? He's got to trade places with Ledsy. So, does he have to let go? Let's see. He does. So I didn't think this through. So we're going to leave him there for a second. We'll take out Ledsy. And this fella's just floating away, so we're going to have to hustle. Because we don't want him to go far. And we'll see if we can get him down in here while that other guy just serenely floats away. We'll grab a hold of that and we'll board. So Ludsy's in there. Wait. Yeah, we took Tompi out. So now we'll switch to Barner. And Barner's going to come over here. And he's ready to go home. Probably going to be his birthday or something. So just little taps. He can do an EVA report, huh? I wonder if he can keep that data. Or if it won't let him board the ship with it, though. I'll bet, because we already have an EVA report, unless you can have it from each one. Grab, hold, board anyway. Yeah, so he couldn't do that. So we have one guy there, Ludsy. We took out Tompi and Barner. They're going to go back home with Hudlock. So we need to get another guy in our science lab. So we'll take Deadfrid. Deadfrid, all he has to do is go down the ladder and board. So we've swapped out our crew. We still got a few guys up here that are hanging out. So now we're ready to head back to Kerbin and bring a couple of these guys home. So we'll come up here to our docking port and right click. and we'll undock. We're going to switch to our other ship with the bracket key. Turn on our RCS. We can turn our lights on. And now we're undocked and floating away. So we'll close the shield on our port and we'll point retrograde. So see, if we blast this way, I don't have it my SAS on. There we go. If we blast like this, this thing is going to go shooting past us. So we need to make sure that we're far enough away that we're not going to hit it. Okay, so now we're ready to head back to Kerbal. So we're going to throttle up. There goes our space station. And we'll look at our orbit. It's just dropping. We're at full throttle. We can physics warp, but you got to be careful about in the atmosphere. And you can see the clocks blinking all crazy like that. So there's our periapsis. And we'll stop it at 30,000 because that's plenty enough to get into the atmosphere. But you see how what that does to the orbit? As we accelerate up here, then it would launch us over here. And so we can use gravity assists to help us out with that. The planets and the moons will give you a gravity assist and kind of slingshot you, which is what they did with Voyager. The Voyager space probe, it was like a 1 in 170 year deal. It's an occurrence that the planets line up like that, that they were able to do that. So that was really cool. So we'll take off physics warp and we'll time accelerate. And there goes our Centurion space station, and we're back to being the Alpha orbiter. And we zip around until we're entering the atmosphere. We can use up the rest of our fuel if we like. Oh, and we could probably do some more atmospheric tests. Temperature scans. Log the temperature. Can't be done now. How about the atmosphere? Pressure data. Can't be done now. So we can throttle up. And you can see our engine and the atmosphere is starting to slow us down. So we don't even have a periapsis anymore. So I can speed this up. Hopefully we're not coming in too steep. So the city lights look cool from a distance, I'll have to admit. Normally I orbit within, 70 meters or 70,000 meters, and they don't quite look as good. So I'm not a huge fan of those, but they did look really cool when we were up there. But the clouds look cool all the time. So I might uninstall the city lights now that we've seen them from a distance. I left my solar panels out on purpose, and as we enter the atmosphere we'll see them get ripped off. I'll press 2 and we can save our atmosphere data. There go our solar panels. Whoosh! Everything just blasting off in a big fiery big fiery mess. So now we can come to our antenna. We can transmit all of our data. Transmit all. So I think I lost the science from this one for transmitting it that I was bringing back. So it stopped transmitting, but I can hit 2 again. I can log some more data. This one I can't click on anymore. So, wow, we slowed down so much that we're actually accelerating the other direction. So we're going to shut off that motor, turn that off, and launch our parachutes. You can see the moon there in the distance. And I'm going to time accelerate a bit. We'll go into the capsule to look at the... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just our stuff blowing up. I went into the capsule. It happened really fast because this is your radar altimeter. And if it hits 500, that's when the chutes are set to open up. We can lift the throttle up. And if you're doing a physics time warp, sometimes I can just rip the parachutes right off the spacecraft. So we left our lights on, and we have our parachutes, and now we can time accelerate down to the surface. And we'll still get some science from recovering our vessel. So, recovery of a vessel returned from orbit. It's like 2 science. It says 1.7 earned this mission. We were at 60 something and now we're at 94, so we got a 30 some odd science.